Welcome to another exciting episode of my retro comparison. Last episode, I compared the Reebok Pump to the Puma Disc Blaze, and today let's talk about watches. And one particular watch company that I want to chat about is Casio from Japan. And I've got the Casio F91W, and I've got the Gshock DW5600. Similar looking watches, but I really want to talk about their differences. So the F91W is a bit more sleek and thinner, though it's an amazing watch to have. It is very durable and simple to use, and the look in black really just works. I picked this one up from, I believe it was Big Camera in Shinjuku, and I got it for, I'd say 1,500 yen, about 1,500 yen, so about 15 US dollars, or about 200, 230 Rand, about. And you can actually pick it up off of, I believe Superbalist has it, Takealot has it. And if you just time it correctly, you can get quite a great deal on it. You can also order it online off of Amazon, and they do ship it. And I do think it is, these retro Casios are really coming back in a major way. And I really like things that have got a sort of legacy to them. And this retro, sort of items are a tried and tested formula. And you can see so many different ways of styling it already. And they're just so, I'm a bit lost for words with how much I like the sort of retro vibe and the design aesthetics they went for. It's got that lo-fi vaporwave sort of feel, if I could call it that. The the font and the texture on it. I'll have to give you guys better close-ups, and I also have another Casio on hand as well, and really like this one. I actually like this F91 so much, it made me really need the square G-Shock in black. And the DW5600 you can pick up from Takealot and also Amazon.com, eBay. I actually got this one off of Yahoo auction, and I had it shipped here, and I waited for it. And this one equally classic. It came out in the 1980s. Mr. Abe had a very interesting story about how they actually came up with this design and the whole sort of G-Shock concept. And I wouldn't do it justice talking about it now, but it's for the nerds and geeks among us who love to research. Here is a very interesting legacy, and the anniversary models came up, and like the G-Shocks particularly can go up to an incredible range of prices. You can customize them, but I've just done a simple customization with this one. I added a bull bar. I removed it now for the video, but I'm going to put it back, and there's a sort of charm to these watches. Playing with it and figuring out how to program it, and I like the way they light up. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera. I'm going to press it. In the bright light. Beep. No? Oh, wrong button. Okay, there we go. I don't know if you can see it. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Yeah. It really lights up in a cool way. The F91 doesn't light up in the same way. It's just maybe a little bit of light in the corner. But I like having both of them just to compare. And some days I'm in the mood for one, I'm in the mood for the other. And I really like the way the band feels on the DW5600. Urban Gentry really covered an interesting amount of history on these two. But yeah, G-Shock versus G-Shock, which do you prefer, the slim or the chunky? Whichever works. Oh, and just a quick view of the back of the two watches. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Wow. I'm thinking of yeah, reviewing more sort of G-Shocks. I'm gonna try get my hands on a few others. I'll see if I can borrow and do more sort of a comparison. But I want to very nicely segue to my next topic, if you can guess. I want to talk about two classic boots, and it of course had to be a Doc Marten versus a Timberland boot. And this particular Timberland boot I've had for over 10 years, and it is still going strong. And I have a very funny story of what actually happened. I was in South Korea, and they were the legendary South Korean winters. And the apartment I was staying at had a heated floor called the gudul, or the ondol, heated floor. And what they do is they actually run hot water through pipes from like the geyser underneath the floor, and it heats up the entire room. So I was walking in the snow, and I had my Timbs on. I was walking through the snow, and then when I got home, I took off my shoes, and I didn't want to leave them outside or in the gendan, the entrance. But just before the entrance is a small place for putting your shoes, and I think I was so tired that I left my shoes on the ondo floor. So it went from the cold, cold, cold to now the very hot floor. And I think I had gotten back quite late, so I went straight to sleep. When I woke up in the morning, the sole of the shoe had completely distorted and come apart. And I thought, oh no, I've ruined my Timberland boots. What am I going to do? Some years later, I was at the Tim store, and I told them the story that, yeah, I once had a pair like this, and they got completely distorted by me taking them through different temperatures and leaving it on a heated floor. And they said, oh, don't worry, all Timberland boots have a lifetime warranty. Just bring the boots back, and we'll see what our technicians can do. Not technician, artisan. So I gave them the boots, and 2 months later, they restitched the sole for me completely free. So that was amazing care and customer service, and the Timberland guys really made me feel like part of a family. And the Timberland boot is such a staple. It is it's almost a standard, almost part of the meme of guys who wear such boots, whether it's Caterpillar or Jeep or whichever brand of boots you're doing. And I recall my cousin had a pair, and my mother saw them, and she was like, "You have to get a pair too." And then I just became that guy who wore Tim boots, and I was that Tim boots guy. I dance in Tim boots, Tim boots, Tim boots, and only recently I decided to try something other than a Tim boot. I thought, let me try a Dr. Marten. Now, Dr. Marten used to be in South Africa, but their shop moved, and very few select suppliers do them on Instagram, and I believe there's My Shoe Lady in at Canal Walk Mall. They also have them. Though the price is rather steep, so you have to really, really be dedicated. And I had seen a lot of people in Japan who had Dr. Martens boots who really pulled that look together. I was like, ah, man, I need some of that punk. I need some of that rager culture. I have to have a pair. And the Playboy Cardi within me was like, you need a pair of Doc boots. Let me actually change and show you the Doc boot.
You take everything. Why not just take it down for like I don't understand it. On another planet, 51 of this stuff.
And from someone who's used to a Tim boot, the Doc boot was such a big contrast. So I'll really go through all the differences I encountered when trying on a Doc boot versus a Tim boot. So this one is the 1460, I believe, 1460 Doc. And guys, please don't roast me in the comments below if I got the name wrong. Oh no, I won't forgive myself. I believe this is a 1460 Doc. And again, very interesting history and heritage behind this shoe, and even how the brand came together. I believe post World War II, I'm not sure if a Swiss German doctor actually got airplane tires and fashioned a more comfortable boot because he had foot problems. And again, I like things that have got to do with innovation, making something new function. So this one really, really appealed to me. And that's the other thing why I like some of these items so much. They have such an interesting story behind them. Very cool silhouette, iconic silhouette, and um, they really like I like items like that. They've really withstood the test of time and come back into contemporary culture. So what even caught my eye about this particular shoe is I like the color blocking within the black and the yellow, and I really like this airwear sole. Oops, if you can see it, and a very interesting process. If you go on YouTube and actually um, have a look at how they make these boots. This one is one of the made in Asia ones. I ordered it off eBay from the UK, but it's an Asian made one. It's not the British or UK made dock boot. But hey, no worries. I do like them all, and I do like this the pull tab. I like also just the feel. It feels kind of like a sneaker, whereas the Timberland boot really feels like a boot. The ankle support on this one is not as much as the Tim boot. The Tim boot holds your foot, and the Timberland boot is heavier. Though I do really, really like the look of the dock boot with, a black leather jacket or even with jeans. There's just something appealing about it. And, even despite the price, the they they each have their own lanes, I'd say. And the appeal of having a dock boot in SA is because they don't sell them. You have something a bit rarer. So, for the hype piece among us. If you had to choose between one of the two, I'd say start off with a Tim boot, just to have something reliable. Even though the accessories and fashion items for the Timberland brand are out of this world. I thought about getting a pair of Timberland socks to wear the Tim boots, and it just wasn't it just wasn't happening at all. So, and just look at that shine. Just look at that shine of the dock boot. Like, I'd say the dock boot is more a fashiony item, and the Tim boot is more functional and fashion. I like them both, and they. I don't know. I don't want to compare one to the other. I like both their legacies. I like both their silhouettes, and I like what you can do with both of them. And yeah, I think I'll leave it there. That'll be my retro comparison of two items that I like that I really fought to get. And please let me know in the comments below anything else or any other items you'd like me to try get my hands on and compare. And hey, if you'd like to be in an episode, please comment below, and I'd love to get you through on Zoom. And yeah, let's have a nice little back and forth. This is Tuxedo Fit signing out.